I'm from 2026, and this is Egypt in 2560 BC. Look behind me, they are literally building the Great Pyramid right now.
There are thousands of workers here, and it is incredibly loud. No aliens, guys, just a ton of massive stone blocks and pure human muscle. Look at the size of this limestone block. It's literally taller than me. They're using copper chisels to shape these perfectly. Let's see how it feels. They are pulling this massive block on a wooden sledge over wet sand. Pouring water makes the sand slick, so it slides way easier. I'm trying to talk to the chief overseer, but he looks super stressed. Hey, mister, how many blocks do you have left to go today?
Go!
Yeah, he's totally ignoring me. Lunchtime! The workers are getting freshly baked flatbread, onions, and garlic. It smells pretty intense here, but hey, check out this massive earthen ramp wrapping around the pyramid structure. They have to drag those multi-ton blocks all the way up this. Standing right at the base of the structure, it already looks absolutely enormous, and it's not even halfway done yet. We're down in the local quarry where they are cutting the stones directly from the bedrock. The heat down here is absolutely brutal. My phone is literally overheating. Uh-oh, a couple of guards are looking at me funny because of my futuristic clothes and phone. Time to quickly move to another spot.
Okay, I lost the guards. Now I'm down by the Nile harbor. Look at those massive wooden boats bringing in the shiny white casing stones from Tura.
They are levering these giant stones off the boats with wooden poles and thick ropes. One slip and that boat is completely sinking. So stressful to watch. I peeked into this tent, and they are constantly reshaping their copper tools in the fire. Copper gets dull super fast against limestone, so this fire burns all day. It's not just humans doing the work. Look at these massive oxen pulling supply carts. They bring in tons of grain and barley every single day to feed everyone. They are mixing tons of gypsum mortar right over there. It smells kind of funky, but it acts like a super strong glue to help slide and lock stones into place. That guy sitting down is a master scribe. He's tallying every single stone block that gets delivered using a reed pen. The ancient spreadsheets are completely manual, guys. The sun is starting to set, and the light hitting the dust and the pyramid is just unreal. It looks like a painting. They work from dawn until dusk. It looks like the day shift is finally over, completely covered in white dust and look absolutely exhausted. Can you imagine doing this for 20 years? My phone has a 2026 AR filter. If I point it at the unished pyramid, it shows exactly what it will look like with the smooth casing stones and golden capstone. Whoa! Watch out! A piece of rock just tumbled off the ramp. Standing this close is actually super dangerous. I need to back up right now. It's nighttime, and I found the workers' village. It's huge. Thousands of people live here with their families. It's a full-on ancient city just for the builders. They are brewing vats of this incredibly thick, chunky beer. It's practically liquid bread. Everyone drinks it, even the kids, because the water isn't totally safe. Construction is dangerous. The doctors are actually setting broken bones here. The sun is coming back up, and the noise is already starting again. These people literally do not stop. Time to get a closer look at the ramp system. I promised myself I would make it to the top. These massive blocks are just incredible. Just a little bit further. Check out these master surveyors. They are using simple strings and wooden plumb bobs to make sure every single stone is perfectly level. Zero lasers, just pure ancient math. I found an opening! It leads to the interior chambers. It is pitch black in there, incredibly narrow, and smells heavily of dust and old torches. No thanks. These dark red blocks are granite, not limestone. They shipped these all the way from Aswan, hundreds of miles away down the river, just for the king's burial chamber. Wait, my phone battery is acting super weird. I think the time travel app is losing connection to 2026. Everything is starting to glitch out on screen.
Okay, we're back. The connection stabilized. I just found the artisan tents where they are carving incredibly detailed hieroglyphs into these softer stone blocks.
Right next to the main pyramid, they're building the mortuary temple. The floor is made of these dark basalt stones, and they are polishing them perfectly smooth. Guys, do you see that massive brown cloud on the horizon? I think a massive desert sandstorm is heading straight for the Giza Plateau. I ducked into an empty storage room. The wind is howling outside, and the sand is getting absolutely everywhere. My eyes are burning so bad. The storm finally passed. Absolutely everything, including me, is covered in a thick layer of fine dust. But look, the workers are literally already back at it. They are using pumice rocks, water, and wet sand to hand polish the outer casing stones. That's how they make the entire pyramid gleam blindingly white in the sun. To get the blocks perfectly flush, they use these giant wooden levers. It's like a massive jigsaw puzzle, and they are locking pieces in with millimeter precision. Wait, do you hear those horns? The workers are completely stopping and bowing down. I think Pharaoh Khufu himself has just arrived to inspect the construction. Look over there! That's a literal golden palanquin being carried by royal guards. The wealth and gold on display right now is absolutely blinding compared to the dust. Whoa, okay, a royal guard just shoved me with his staff. Apparently, you absolutely cannot stand this close to the pharaoh's path. I am backing up. I just found ancient graffiti. This red paint says, "The Drunkards of Khufu." These work gangs literally name themselves like modern sports teams. That is absolutely hilarious. The sound here is awful. They are cutting hard stone using flat copper saws and pouring abrasive sand into the cut. It takes hours just to cut a few inches. To pull those multi-ton blocks, they need the strongest ropes ever. These guys are weaving massive cables entirely out of palm fibers. It is incredibly thick and heavy-duty. I am in the mega bakery. They bake the flatbread in these heavy conical clay molds over open fires. Feeding 20,000 takes absolute industrial scale baking. Not everything is limestone. To build the giant ramps, they use mud bricks. These guys are ankle deep, stomping wet Nile mud and straw together. It is super messy and smells swampy. Check out the architect's tools. That wooden A-frame has a plumb bob hanging from the top. It's how they ensure every single surface is perfectly level. Pure geometric perfection. Things calm down. But look over in that heavily guarded tent. It's the Benben stone, the solid gold capstone that goes on the absolute top of the pyramid. It is blinding. Oh no, my phone is flashing a red temporal anomaly warning. The portal app says my 2026 anchor is collapsing. The air around me is starting to vibrate and warp really fast. Ouch! The portal glitched! My app says it skipped forward 20 years to 2540 BC. Wait, look behind me. Wow, you guys, it is absolutely breathtaking. Look at how it shines in the sun, completely smooth. The Egyptian sun hitting these polished white stones is literally blinding. It acts like a massive mirror. You can probably see this from space. Down at the base, priests are burying a gigantic, beautiful cedarwood boat. It's a solar barge for the pharaoh to sail across the sky in the afterlife. It is so quiet now. The thousands of workers, the dust, the noise, it's all gone. Just priests and guards patrolling the pristine mortuary complex. Wow, you can really smell the ancient incense. Look at the absolute top. That golden capstone we saw earlier is permanently locked in place. It catches the sunlight like a literal star on Earth. Witnessing both the chaotic construction and this perfect final monument has been the craziest experience of my life. The scale of human achievement here is unmatched. That was insane! If you enjoyed this time travel vlog, please like and subscribe, comment down below. Where in history should I travel to next?